What is up, guys, and welcome back to another budget deck profile. And in today's deck profile, we have the upgraded version of the zombie Eldlich budget deck. And in this deck, what we will particularly be doing is controlling the whole board and just beating our opponents down with Eldlich and our other stronger zombie monsters. So without further ado, let's just jump right into the profile. To kick things off, we are running 1, 2, Eldlich the Golden Lord. You need Eldlich the Golden Lord because he is Eldlich the Golden Lord. And if you don't know what Eldlich the Golden Lord does, you send him and another spell or trap card from your hand to the graveyard to send one card on the field to the graveyard. It's a targeting effect, so keep that in mind, okay, people? So we run him at 2. You could run him at 3, but remember, we're keeping it budget, so 2 is just enough. Alright, now for our other boss monster, we run the 1 Doom King Balatrack. Now, there are profiles out there running 2 of them, but 1 is recommended, though you could run the 2 if you really want to. But I mean, in my test hands and in my dueling, man, I see, although I run 1 of him, I see him more than how I want to see him in my opening hand and not seeing Eldlich. So he's a good boss monster. And what his effect does is that if a zombie monster effects activate on the field, you can negate that effect or banish 1 monster from the field or the graveyard. And you can do this if Zombie World is on the field, everything is treated as zombies. Yeah. Now we run 1, 2, 3 Uni Zombie. This is your normal summon of the deck. Alright? You don't want to normal summon anything but Uni Zombie. You always want to see this card in your opening hand. This card is a discard engine. Send in 1 card from your hand, send in 1 card from your deck. Zombie that is from your hand is any card that you choose, okay? So you can utilize this in any way you want. You can also use it to link climb. It's a tuner. You can also boost its level, boost another monster's level, anything you want. It's a good card. You need to run it. Then the other card that we run is 1, 2 Glow Up Bloom. Now this card is your main searcher of the deck when you send it off Uni Zombie, alright? Because you will be able to add either Balatrack or Doom King from it. Yeah, sorry, Doom King and Balatrack is the same thing. What I meant to say was you can either add Eldlich or you can either add Doom King Balatrack to your hand, alright? So it doesn't even matter, this card will search it or will special summon them depending on your board, alright? So, 2. The next card that we run is 1, 2 Necro World Banshee. Alright, guys, now this card is your main searcher again for your zombie world, alright? Because what you do, you send her from the deck with Uni Zombie. She searches zombie world from the deck, and if she's on the field, she protects zombie world. So we run her at 2. You could cut her if you don't have the money to purchase 2 at the moment, but 2 is recommended, alright? Then we run 1 Jackal Bowling, alright? Now this card is really good, alright? I wouldn't recommend running at 2. 1 is enough, but if you really think that you could utilize the effect of Jackal Bowling a bit more, you could run it at 2, but 1 for me is just perfect, alright? So what Jackal Bowling does is you can discard a zombie monster from your hand and special summon him, alright? And in your opponent's main phase, you could banish him and special summon 1 zombie monster from your opponent's graveyard. Well, either graveyard. So you could use his effect as some sort of disruption for anything that your opponent has planned. You know what I'm saying? Like Monster Reborn, you just chain this guy's effect, select the target that they targeted with Monster Reborn and just bring it back with this. And also when that card that this brings back is removed from the field, it is banished instead, alright? So that is a really good effect. And remember, when Zombie World is on the field, everything on the field and in graveyards are zombies, alright? So the next card that we run is Vampire Fluorine. Now, yo, this card is super crazy in any zombie world build. Yo, you have to run at least one of this card. This card is the honest of the deck, alright? Because first of all, when you declare an attack or when your opponent declares an attack, you could special summon this card. It doesn't matter if it's a zombie or a non-zombie type monster, alright? But the really cool effect of this card is when any zombie monster battles, alright, you could pay 100 life points up to 3,000, alright, and that zombie monster is boosted, alright. So you could give any zombie monster of your choice up to 3,000 attack when it battles a monster. And also, a next thing to note with Fluorine, when it destroys a monster by battle, at the end of the battle phase, she special summons that monster, alright? So you should keep that in mind. Man, yo, good card. Then, we run one Mizuki. My god. Like, you could not run this card, but the graveyard recursion, man. Like, just sending this off off Uni Zombie when you don't have anything else to send, phenomenal. Trust me, people. Alright, so we just run Mizuki at 1. It could run at 2, but it is kind of iffy. But my deck, we just run it at 1. And that will do it for all of the zombie monsters. Alright guys, now we are going to be running into a little bit of tech. I don't like hand traps, but I really love 1, 2 Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. Yo, my god. In this format, alright, everyone, well, almost everyone, okay, meta decks, whatever, they use some form of field spell card, some sort of continuous spell or trap card that activates, some sort of monster that needs to be on the field for its effect to resolve, like some sort of link monster, synchro monster, in order for people to continue their plays. And Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit will do you justice when you play her in your deck going up against those decks, because they won't be expecting it. Everybody's expecting those Ash Blossoms and those other expensive trash ass hand traps that everybody keep using, impermanence included. I'm just talking shit because I don't have one. But anyways, we run 2 Ghost Ogre and Ash Blossom, alright? We are budget, and this guy, man, she almost never misses. She's always relevant, alright? Even if you summon her and your opponent can't get over 1800 defense for some reason, you could activate her effect on the field, alright? So that is good. Then, to round out our monsters and our last tech monster that isn't a zombie, we are running 1 Fossil Dyna Apache Self-Fire. I probably butchered your name, son, but it is okay. You know why? Because this card stops our opponent from special summoning and going off all day long, alright? And most combo decks out there cannot beat over 1200 attack. Literally. You would be surprised when you just normal summon this and set like 5 back row and just pass your turn, alright? You have protection to protect this, and plus your opponent just cannot battle. Oh, it's just funny, man, like when you just run this card. So I recommend to run Fossil Dyna Apache Selfio at 1. If you find a way where you could use Archlord Christia, which I am currently exploring. I haven't found a way yet, but if you have found a consistent way to run that card just to slow your opponent down when going up against combo decks, like the attack boost would be great. Alright, now that is for all the monsters. I didn't count how much we use. I am sorry, folks. Now on to our trap cards. Yes, we do look at trap cards before magic cards here on this channel. Now, to start it off, we run 1, 2, 3. Elixir of Scarlet Sanguine. I watch a lot of these YouTubers and these meta assholes out here, and they just want Scarlet Sanguine to be banned just because us budget players now can use the Eldlich engine and mix it with our zombies, and now it is a almost top tier rogue deck, if there's such a thing. Eldlich Zombies is it. Alright, now this card allows you to special summon Eldlich from your deck or graveyard, sonny boy. And if you happen to have Eldlich on the field, you can special summon any zombie type monster from your deck or from your graveyard. This card is perfect, and if this card is in the graveyard during your opponent's turn, my turn, because it is a trap card, we can banish it and set one golden land card, spell or trap, from our deck straight to the field. We can only use each effect of these cards once per turn. Now, there is a stipulation with all these elixirs and all these golden land cards. Their effects can only be used once per turn. So keep that in mind, folks. You don't want your opponent getting ideas when time you screw up with doing that. Alright, so keep that in mind. Then, keeping it budget, we run 1, 2, Conquistador. This is a $6 card. Yes, it is. Now, we run 2 Conquistador. If you happen to have the budget and you can run it at 3, you bump this sucker up to 3 because he is the boss. When you activate this card, my friend, it will special summon a normal monster and it will destroy one face-up card on the field, non-targeting. Yes, sir, non-targeting destruction. Just keep that in mind. And this card, yo, it has the same effect. Banish itself from the graveyard and set 1 elixir, spell or trap card from your deck. So that is just searching all day and just reducing your deck so you can draw cards, because we don't have no money to buy pot. Now, moving on, we have 1 Aquarium. Yes, son. Now, at the time when I'm ordering these cards, I didn't have enough money to buy 2 Aquariums. So if you have the budget, you can run it at 2, because in space of the extra Aquarium, we run the 1 Guardian of the Golden Land. And I should say, well, my advice to you guys is that you should run this at 2 and this at 1. Yo, this is a good card, man. Like, you have some combo decks out there, right? They would be special summoning some monsters with some absurd attack and just want to just attack over you, alright? Attack over your poor little Eldlich with his 2500 attack. Bam! Spring this motherfucker. Summon that shit in defense mode, man. Effect 0 that nigga. What you gonna do about... Man, run this card at 1, dog. Don't let me tell y'all again. Now, that will do it for all of our Eldlich core pieces, trap cards. Alright, folks? Now, moving on to our tech traps, we run 1, 2 Crackdown. How can you not run Crackdown, man? This is a brain control. This is a mind control that activates in your opponent's turn, and you keep the monster as long as it is equipped to this card. Alright? And if for some reason you have Eldlich on the field and you need to activate its effect to bring it back in your hand for something, you can also send this card and give your opponent back whatever the monster that it's equipped to. Okay? Crackdown, man. Run it. 2. Man, good card. $2. Secret rare. Secret parallel rare. Sorry. Damn. 2, man. Yeah. 1. 2, there can be only 1. Now, don't give me no heat for this, people, because look at my reasoning for running there can be only 1 over a card like Rivalry of the Warlords. Alright? There are going to be situations where people are going to want to destroy your zombie world. Spoiler, yes, people are going to destroy your zombie world because they know that you run Doom King Balatrack, you run Eldlich, you run all sorts of things that benefit from zombie world, and it is hindering their play. Don't watch their poker face, man. They can't play anything while zombie world is out there. All right? And you activating there can only be one just makes the matter even worse. Sure, it might hinder you, but sometimes the only thing you need is a 2800 or a 3500 or a 2500 beat stick on the field, and you are good to go, man. And if they get off your zombie world off the field, there can be only one will still be face up, so they still have to deal with this, because most of the combo decks out there, they are type reliant. Okay, so Dragon Link, those freaky ass Cybers deck, this can also hinder those Alistair deck. This can also hinder Dino. The application for this card is wide. Do not run it at 3 though. I would not recommend this. And if you want to turn it off for some reason, you have Eldlich can do that, man. Get another 3500 beat stick on the field, because Eldlich effect states you can special summon the monster. So you can just send this off the field, add Eldlich to your hand, special summon it, and just go for game. Alright, so good. Alright, so run this card at 2. Run it over Rivalry of the Warlords and just see how much your control game like just levels up. Alright, people. Now, to continue our controlling scheme, we run the 1 skill drain. Yes, if you can afford it, people, this card is $8. My god, it's fucking expensive, but this card, it's $8, man. But if you can run it, people, yo please get this shit. All right, yo. I was dueling my niggas the other day. All right, this nigga was running at Ignister. All right, this motherfucker playing cards. I already have Zombie World on the field. All right, this guy summoned the first monster, Chain. Oh my god, he just packed up. Man. Like, this thing will stop most plays, people. It cannot stop the effect from being activated on the field, so Pancratops could, do stuff to it. But this stops a whole lot of plays. All right, so just trust me. If you can afford it, just try the 1. All right, just try the 1, please, people, if you can. I just got lucky and one of my bros just loaned it to me. Oh, good card. Now on to the rest of the one-offs. We run 1 Torrential Tribute. I don't need to tell you what Torrential Tribute does. You just wait until your opponent summons 6 monsters. Splash, motherfucker. Yo, you know how the thing goes. The same thing for Mirror Force. Yo, people won't expect these 2 cards. Trust me. Board wipes. For days, man. And we don't care if our monsters get destroyed, because what? We will get them back. Alright, now moving on, we have Lost Wind. Alright, so what's that name of that card, man? Infinite Impermanence. Alright, Lost Wind is a substitute for Infinite Impermanence, people. Alright, so activate it to negate a monster's effect permanently and also half their attack permanently. Is a good card. You could run it at 2 if you find a use case. For instance, like you can't afford skill drain, you could run 1 more of this. Alright, people, we are budget out here. Yeah, hustlers, man. 1 Storm Dragon's Return, because this card is here for the inevitable. Alright, this card is here for the inevitable when these niggas out here banish our Doom King and banish our Golden Lord, because it will happen, people. Alright, and if it doesn't, we can also return our Mizuki, we can also return our Banshee, we can also return our Glow Up Bloom, and any other thing else that we need to do to extend our plays. And if they remain on the field, we will get them back in our hand for more use. What are you people doing, man? Good cards. Budget. Okay, we running shit. Alright, and that will do it for all the trap cards, son. Didn't count them. Didn't count a damn thing. Alright, moving on. Start things off. We no need no more than 2 Zombie World. Got me? 2 Zombie World out there. If you run 3, you run 3. But if you run 3, you're probably greedy. But it can be run if you need it. But Zombie World is the key out here. We try not to rely on it too much, people, because you will get screwed if you do. I'm talking from experience. Everyone knows what Zombie World does. No need no introduction. And we're going to also follow that up, people, with super polymerizations. And the reason why I'm not running 3, because I cannot afford a third one, because I do not like common cards. Right? If you did not know it, now you know. I don't like common cards. I rather not run a common card before I can get a pretty one. Alright, so 2 super poly. If you can have 3, use 3. Alright, so now we going on to our one-offs, and we're starting off with the White Destiny. Alright, this card is a dead card first turn, believe me. Alright, so if you could discard it and then use its effect from the graveyard, that would be great. But late game, awesome card. Quick play, special summon a lich from your graveyard or your hand, perfect. Now, Foolish Burial, no introduction. Monster Reborn, no introduction. Rounded off, Raigeki, no introduction needed. And that is all of our spells, and we completed our 40 card deck, people. We good like that. Get me? On to the extra deck. Starting off with the fusions, our super polymerization targets. 1 Nether Soul Dragon something. 1 Starving Venom Dragon something. No introduction needed. Its effect is awesome. Alright, $3 card. Get it if you can. Alright, people. Eldlich, the Mad Golden Lord. Man, look at that. Look at that nigga, man. Shiny ass motherfucker. Look at that. Yo, if I could steal all that gold armor, I would, nigga. Anyways, man, alright, look at this, man. Cannot be destroyed by battle, cannot be destroyed by card effect. Tribute 1 zombie monster. Take control of 1 monster on your opponent's side of the field. That's to be face up, though. Now, you run a plethora of trap cards and magic cards that can get you a monster on the field with ease. Alright? And this is a $5 card. A permanent snatch steal without all the side effects. Alright? And it has its own protection. Yes, it can be targeted, but protection is protection nonetheless. Alright? Better than most cards out there. Fusion. Awesome. Next, for the fusions. Synchros. We run... Oh, no. You ain't going over there. We run 1 Red Eyes. Red Eyes are my favorite monsters, if you did not know. Yes. So we have to run the Red Eyes. I'm sorry, that's not the reason. But if you happen to go into this card, have Zombie World on the field, this card will be powerful. This card will be a beat stick. This card will attack, destroy anything, and just special summon a zombie from any graveyard. Alright? Any graveyard. Alright? Now, on to the next one. Psyframe Lord Omega. Perfect disruptions, perfect card to put back your monsters in your graveyards when they are banished, alright? And you know, this guy's pretty slippery when it comes to him being targeted and destroyed, know what I'm saying? So we run him at 1. We hardly use our extra deck, to be honest, but he's there if we need him. Exceeds 1 obvious Gustav Max for that finishing blow of 2000. This guy has won me games. 1-time T-Free Doer, because we can and we love stealing cards from the top of our opponent's deck. Is like getting rid of something before it's even being used, and then it's fuel for his other effects. Alright, if you detach a spell, you draw 1 card. If you detach a monster, you banish him. If you detach a trap, you put 1 face-up card on top of the opponent's deck, and you can activate all effects at once. Okay? And all you have to do is just, in your standby phase, take 1 card from the top of your opponent's deck and attach it to him as material. Good card, man. Underrated, good card. Alright? Utopia. And we don't run Utopia for no reason, because it's trash. We run Utopia because we have Utopia, what's it name? S39, man. Shut lightning, you motherfucker. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, we attack, fool. Can't activate nothing. Game, nigga. I won games with this, dog. Yo. Back on to the Lynx monsters, man. Salaman Great Almirage because we can't get our hand on the Linkaribo. Nightmare Phoenix, back row removal. Vampire Sucker, we love to suck. Yes, 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 ladies, ladies. Vampire Sucker, yes. Now, let's talk about her for a while. There's an underutilized effect that is here, alright? You can tribute your opponent's zombie monsters if you're tributing any zombie monster from your hand. Eldlich and Doom King Balatrack, and don't forget Jackal Bowling, and also that level 6 vampire Fluorine that we also run. She is like a kaiju enabler for the zombies, man. Yo, if you could get her at 2, you get her at 2 and protect her ass, man, because yo, you'll be trolling your opponents with this shit, man, trust me. Now, we run 1 Low Dragon to round off our extra deck. No introduction needed. If you don't know what this card does, it's a cheat motherfucker, and I don't know where you've been. Yeah. On to the side deck, which is not really relevant, but I'm going to show it to you anyways. 1 Rivalry of Warlords, no introduction. 2 Evenly Match, no introduction. Alright, I don't need to explain anything in here because I hardly even switch out cards when I'm dueling. 1 Imperial Order, 1 Ghost Ogre, 1 Doom King Balatrack, 1 Zombie World, 1 Call of the Haunted, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Mystical Space Typhoon, 2 Lava Golem, 1 Paleozoic Dinosaur thing. And that's the deck profile, guys. And if you like the video, remember to subscribe and hit me up below for any other... Hold up, let me move these things out of the way. That's not how you do it. This is how you do it. Thank you, guys, and remember to subscribe and like the video. And if you like the video, subscribe. And if you subscribe, like the video and leave a comment below in the comment section and let me know if any improvements or if I'm being too cheap with these cards, and if these cards up your dueling game and your deck. Man, and hit that subscribe button also, okay? I am out. Bush God. I also have a next channel, Bush God TV. See you until the next video, people. I'm out.